Hello, everyone, and welcome back or welcome to the Introspective Diaries. I'm Manahasia, and this channel is all about healing, stepping into our God given identity. So, today I wanted to quickly talk about spiritual stalking and warlock men. So, warlock men are usually sent into your lives by the enemy to derail you. I am a firm believer in the phrase, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay, so that man that's been sent into your life who is toxic, who demeans you and degrades you, is not an isolated incident. That friend who betrayed you is not an isolated incident. Usually, when you are a spiritually gifted woman, or a woman of substance and a woman who has purpose, what the enemy tries to do is that he tries to send people your way, men your way, to try to derail you, who try to steal your identity, who want to become you. So I define warlock men as men who have certain aggressive behavioral characteristics, um, that want to oppress you, that want to demean you, that want to be you. And when they can't be you, they want to make sure that even you can't be you, right? So usually men like this won't approach you just like that. They will try to study you. If you have mutuals, they will try to go through your mutuals to try to understand how you react to criticism, how you react to praise. They want to figure out how your mind works, right? So, in my experience, when I had someone spiritually stalk me, the Most High revealed that this person was using various divination rituals to try to figure out my spiritual identity. And in the 3D, this was someone who was obsessed with everything that I was doing, right? So, I could just be, you just ask me questions about my plans, what I was doing, obsessively looking at the things that I was just my body language, or obsessively looking at what I was carrying, things I was holding, just very strange behavior, right? And this is because warlock men um, usually are very envious. Okay, warlock men are very envious and they want to become you. Because what happens is that we live in a time where femininity, even though it's something that a lot of people want, it's also something that is also despised, right? A lot of people um, don't know it, but they subconsciously have an agenda against femininity, in a sense of the ways in which things work out for you, the way that you don't even have to try too hard to attain things. These are things that warlock men, especially, are very, very envious of. Okay, so if there is a man in your life who is obsessed with you, I know a lot of people like to think that obsession is a good thing. It's not. Having a man who is obsessed with you just means that this is a man who wants to get to your essence and consume it or completely destroy it. You have to watch out for the signs, and you have to watch out for the subtleties in their behavior. Okay, if you're someone who has trouble following your intuition, know that the Most High will never reveal something to you without it already being visible to you in a 3D. And this is something I experienced because I was also once in a work situation where um, there was this guy that everybody loved, right? Or I'll say most people loved. And a lot of women were attracted to this guy, but the Most High revealed to me that he did not have good intentions for me, right? That this man was someone who not only had a bad temper, but he was able to camouflage how he came across to people. So this happens a lot with warlock men, is that their appearance change, right? They have the ability to appear almost angelic at one point, but then when they let down their mask and they think you're not looking, they look absolutely different. They look very, very dark and sinister and almost very, very demonic. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you this is when you're a spiritually gifted woman, healing is very, very important to ensuring that even when the enemy tries to send these kind of men your way, which trust me, he will try to send these kind of men your way, because the easiest way to really derail someone is through a romantic relationship, because excuse me, romantic relationships are the time where you'll be very intimately tied with someone, right? You're going to be physically close, mentally close, spiritually very close, right? And a lot of your shadows will resurface. So if you have someone in your life who is not good for you, they will try to use these things against you. So healing ensures that you are able to integrate all the different parts of yourselves that people try to take away, that people try to rob you of. Healing will make sure that you are getting rid of all of those nasty projections that people have thrown your way. And romantic relationships are the number one way that the enemy uses against you, because it's not just you have to factor in, it's another person. And I am a firm believer that if you don't regularly clean out your vessel, your spirit, your mind, your soul, your body, of a lot of the toxins that we absorb, right? A lot of the false narratives, a lot of the nasty ways of thinking that society likes to project onto us, then you are going to make yourself available for the enemy to use. Okay, you are going to make yourself very, very like I said, available for the enemy to use for his agendas, whether consciously or subconsciously.